Hello everyone, I am Akash and I welcome you all to this channel. So friends, in this question we'll be solving senior level front-end interview question. This question looks something like this in where we have to code a UI in this particular C shape, and on clicking these boxes, let me show you what should happen. Okay, so we have clicked the boxes in this particular order 3, 2, 1, 4, 7, 8, 9. Once we reach the end, the state of these boxes should reset in the same order as we have clicked. Okay, so stay tuned and do watch this video till the end. One small request, if you are new on this channel, then don't forget to like and subscribe. And in case you have already subscribed, then thank you for connecting. Let's get started. So friends, let's get started. So as we know that we have to create this particular UI in C shape, and we have this 1, 2, 3 up till 9. Okay, so what we can do is, let's first create the data. Just wait, let me first clean this up. I will quickly clean this up, and in app.css I don't need this CSS, so we are going to clean this up. And apart from this, I don't need this, and rest looks fine. So now what we can do, let's create a state comma set state, and we are going to use uState. And friends, okay, so we are going to take array of object, something like this. Now let's first rename this to set grid and set grid. Now what we can do is, I'm going to create 9 entries, and these entries will look something like this. Is clicked, 1 false, comma is visible as false, and order as -1. Cool. And what else I can do is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is visible to be true. Control C. Okay. And so what we have to do is just be patient and just do this, and rest, I think. Okay, we need to do one more thing. Okay, and we are done. Cool. So friends, I hope you have noticed this. What we have done over here, we have created 9 entries, and for 5 and 6 we have added this property is visible as false. So we have added the id, you can keep it as label also. And we have added is clicked. Basically we are keeping a check of whether we have clicked that particular box or not. And then we have is visible, then we have is visible, visibility as true or false, and then the order. So we have a grid. So what I'm thinking of it as a grid of 3 by 3, and making this 5 and 6 as invisible. And when we are going to click on these particular boxes, I'm simply going to update these particular properties. And apart from that, we have kept one more property, that is order, so that we can track the order while we are clicking the particular boxes. Cool. Now let's quickly create the JSX first. So friends, what I will be doing is, I will be creating one div, let's say like this, and let's give it a class name of container, something like this. Now inside this, we know that we have a grid. So what we can do is, we can simply loop over it. And I'm not adding any length check for the array. Why I'm not adding is because I know that it's a static data, so I don't need one. Cool. Now we are looping over it, and what we are going to do is, let's return if our particular element is visible, then we are going to render a particular div, something like this, command space and div. Cool. So let's first give the most crucial thing to it, that will be the index. After this we can provide it a class name. Okay, so before this there is a syntax error. Let's fix this now. Now what we are going to render over here is element.id, something like this, and this is not taking changes. Why? App.jsx. Okay, cool. So nothing to worry. What we have to do is just simply, yeah, something like this. Cool. So we have got 1 2 3 4 7 8 9, because we are only rendering the portion that is visible. Now what else we can do? We can provide a class name. So I'm going to give it a class name of box and few conditional CSS that will be based on basically that particular element is clicked or not. So if it is clicked, then I can give it like black color, or else I can give it like, I think, white color, something like this. Cool. Yeah, it looks cool. Now let's jump to CSS part. Okay, so I'm going to write CSS as well, and if you're not interested in CSS, then you can simply skip this particular section. Cool. So what we can do is we can simply make use of display flex or display grid, but I'm going to go with display grid over here. Repeat. Okay, 3, and I will take 100 pixel for this, and similarly we can do the same with rows, and we can also take gap. I will take it of 20 pixel, and we can say padding of 20 pixel, something like this. You can also see the changes over here. It's taking effect. Now another thing that we have is box, and I'm going to do box as border. Let's say 1 pixel, solid black, display flex, box. It's a simple div. I don't think I will require all these, so just simply give font size 24 pixels. My bad. Actually I do require this. Justify content not unset. Center, align items, center, and what else? Font weight bold, and cursor pointer. Cool. Now apart from this, what we can do is we can simply have those things like black, my bad, black sorry, black as background color black, and white as background color white. Cool. Okay, so it's the UI is not looking as expected. So let's first write the hex code over here, because I like hex code in my code rather than writing the normal names. So let's quickly change over here. Cool. And it's breaking because of this. Cool. So it looks good, but if you will notice one thing, that it has C shape, but we don't have C shape. Why? Okay, so we have done one small mistake of having string over here. We need to have proper div so that it will take proper space. So cool. So now we have proper space over here. So friends, one target is achieved, that was to render the JSX. Now another thing that I'm thinking of doing is, let's first add the key property to this particular thing also, and over here what we can do is we can simply add on click. It will be a simple on click, and let's handle click. We have not created such function, so it might give us error, but let's quickly const handle click. click equals this and this. Cool. And let's say this has box index, something like this. Okay. Now, friends, now comes the most important part. Let's discuss the logic that what we are going to do. So, let me tell you, like, we have currently, like, let's create the boxes. Okay, I have zoomed it too much. Let me, okay, something like this. So, we have like 1, 2, 3, okay, and 4 and 5, 6 and 7. Cool. So we have this many boxes. Now what I'm going to do is, whenever I'm going to, like, let's say I have clicked on this one, okay, and after that I have clicked on this one. So I'm going to store one, like, I'm going to keep one counter property and I'm going to update it every time I'm going to click it, like click on the boxes. And what else I'm going to update is our state. Okay. We are also going to update our state. And what else we are going to update is we are going to update the is clicked property. Okay, we are going to update the is clicked property, and apart from that we are going to update the order property. So let's say this is the first, second, third. Okay, this is the first box, this is the third box. So if you have clicked on first box first, then the order id will go as 1, and for third it will go as 2. Cool. And for rest of them it's currently -1. And once the counter, okay, once the counter, basically our counter, it reaches 7, we will start resetting the boxes. What I'm trying to say over here is, like, 9, 8, 4, 7, 3. So once the counter reaches to 7, after a gap of second, we are going to start resetting it. So let's write the code for this. Uh, I hope this is clear. Okay. Now, cool. So what we are going to do is, let's say const counter ref equals ref, and what I'm going to do is just simply, sorry, this is not how we write ref in React. Actually, I am also working on Vue, so it kind of conflicts. Cool. Nothing to worry. It's not importing. Let's import it. Use ref. Cool. So now what we can do is we can simply do counter ref dot dot current plus plus, something like this. And apart from this, let's create one more variable equals to this, and let's store the shallow copy of our state. And now let's, as we know that we are clicking over here, so we have the box index, and what we have to update is clicked equals counter ref dot current. Okay, apart from this, what else can we do is copy this, and we are going to update order. I think I have done one thing wrong. It should be true. Currently it's false and it will be true. Now what we can do is we can finally do something like set grid and this oh, new grid. So now let's try to click. Nothing is happening, friends. I think something is not behaving properly. We have given it black and white. Over here we have black and white. Where could be the mistake? We have handle click, right? Handle click. Yes. Oh, it's working. I think I'm lacking force. I have not clicked with that much force. So yes, cool. It's working. One more thing. Actually, we need to give it a color of, let's say, white. So yeah, okay, so it's working. And another logic that will go here is that if counterref dot current, current is equals to 7, then simply call another function that will reset the counter, something like this. So friends, quickly, I hope I hope that it's clear. Okay, that I hope that this much logic is clear. I was about to say that do let me know in the comment section, as if I'm doing live. I know I've never gone live, but I've seen so many lives. It just came out of nowhere. So yeah, let's okay, I'm again going to take this particular copy over here. Now okay, now comes the main logic. So till now what we have done is we have only like um okay, so yeah, so we have our main array as 1 2 3 4, something like this. But now when we are clicking it, let's suppose we have clicked 3 first, then 2, then 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort my grid. Okay, so this particular will have a order ID of 1, this particular will have a order ID of 2, and this particular will have a order ID of 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, this particular grid, I'm going to sort this on basis of this particular ignore this, I'm going to sort this on basis of this particular order ID. Okay, so this will become as 3 2 1, because this will have order ID 1, this will have order ID 2, this will have order ID 3, something like this. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a loop over this, and basically it will be a loop inside a loop, and I will run another loop that will be on my original array, that was 1 2 3. Okay, having order ID as -1. Now I'm going to check that this particular 3, where it is matching in this particular original array, it's matching over here. So I'm going to simply reset this particular thing. Then I will check for 2, where it is matching, over here, and I'm going to simply reset its state. So let's quickly code for this also. Now in order to code this, what we need to do is we simply need new grid dot sort, and I'm going to sort it using a comma b, and a dot order minus b dot order. So using this we can sort this, and apart from this, now we can simply have new grid dot for each. I'm simply going to use a for each loop to run a loop, and box. Friends, don't watch it as a simple video. Okay, only watch it when you have proper time, because we are going to write some serious logic over here. Now inside this set timeout, we are going to like okay, box comma I, and inside this set timeout we are okay. So inside this set timeout we are actually resetting it. So resetting it means that we have that box dot is clicked, okay, equals false. We have to make it false, because as we know that we have handled the logic over here on basis of is clicked. And apart from this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the grid. Okay, I'm setting the grid. Now inside the grid I can have the access to my previous grid, right? And I have access to my previous grid, and apart from this, inside my previous grid I'm going to run a loop, that will be the map. Okay, and inside this let's name it as item. And now over here I'm going to check item.id, where item.id is actually becoming equals to box.id. Okay, and box.id, then what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to return this new object. Okay, over here we know that map returns array, so inside this we have object, right? So we are going to return this new object. I'm saying that item, keep it as it is, and is clicked will be false, and order will be -1, or else give it the item, something like this. Okay, let's try refreshing it. One more thing, what we can do is give counter ref dot current equals 0, because we have to reset that particular value as well. So let's try running it. 3 2 1 4 7 8 9. Okay, so friends, one more thing that we missed is that we have to run it after an interval of let's say 1 second. So what we can do is I into 1000. Now let's see. 2 1 9 8 7 4 3 2 1. Let's try it once more. Cool. Friends, okay, just give me a second. Just give me a second. Cool. So now it looks the same. And friends, I hope the logic is clear to you all. Basically, what I've done over here is we are simply comparing the previous grid, okay, with the sorted one, right? We are comparing the previous grid. Previous grid is this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, and we are comparing it with the sorted grid. Sorted grid means sorted via order. So let's say we have clicked on 3 first, then the order of 3 was 1. So we have sorted it on the basis of order, and then we have run a loop on this particular array, and then we have checked that, let's suppose in that particular thing we had the array like after the sorted by grid we had it something like 3 to 1, but originally it was like 1 2 3, something like this. So we are simply comparing that, yeah, in the original array where is 3, okay, 3 is here, then simply reset its value. Okay, then we have 2 over here, simply reset its value. So this is the logic that we have done. So friends, there could be like different approaches for the same problem. You can also consider taking another array and consider it as a queue, and you can add your order inside this particular queue, because queue works on FIFO, first in first out. So whatever will be the first box you have clicked will be the first box to come out, right? So using that particular queue also you can approach this particular problem. So yeah, that's it. I hope you have learned something new in this particular video, and if yes, then don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And friends, one more thing, if you want to connect with me for mock interview, you can connect with me over this particular link, topmed.io/Akash Ingole. Okay, so yeah, for anything like one-to-one connect, for mock interview, for anything you can connect with me over here.